Jack Bech has officially signed his rookie contract. Christian Wilkins placed on the PUP list and could miss the entire season, and Derek Carr speaks highly of the 2025 Raiders. Yo, what is up, Raidernation? It's your boy Samoa Raider, back at it again with yet another video. Now, if this is the very first time you guys are coming across this channel and you love Raiders content just like this, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification icon button to notify you guys when I upload more videos just like this. With that being said, hey, Raiders football is officially back. Yesterday, the rookies reported to training camp, and next week we'll be having the official training camp for the Las Vegas Raiders, and your boy is gonna be out there. I know that they're gonna have open practices to the fans, so it's gonna be a fun time, and it just means that we're just one step closer to the 2025 season, and I'm telling you right now, I'm excited for the season. I mean, I'm always excited until the season actually starts. Now, one of the biggest questions going into training camp was whether or not the Raiders were going to get a deal done with their second round pick, Jack Bech. There's a lot of second round picks in the NFL that haven't got signed yet, other than I believe 2 or 3 guys that got fully guaranteed contracts, and I believe that's what the rest of the second round picks wanted to get, especially Jack Bech. But when I got to speak to him at Battle for Vegas, he kind of hinted off that he was going to get ready for training camp, like he wasn't going to miss it at all or hold out.
You know, being at OTAs, being with all the guys, you know, just being with Coach Carroll, him bringing the juice each and every day. You know, it's been good, but it's about to get real very soon with camp starting up.
But it's good to finally learn that late last night, according to Sean Reed and a lot of other reports, that the Las Vegas Raiders 58th overall pick, Jack Bech, has officially agreed to terms with the Raiders on a 4-year rookie contract. Now, there's no details yet on what the numbers will be, but I'm pretty sure that it's a solid number for both parties. I'm just really happy that they got a deal done, and we don't have to worry about this. We don't have to worry about no holdouts. Jack Bech is going to get right to work right in time for training camp. And this means that the Raiders have officially locked in all 11 of their draft picks in the 2025 draft. Now, with all this behind us, I'm really excited to see that matchup between Dont'e Thornton Jr. and Jack Bech. These are 2 rookies that we brought in that could legitimately start this season. Both of them could possibly start, or one of those guys could start on the outside opposite of Jacoby Myers. And with all the things that we've been hearing in training camp, it seems like Dont'e Thornton Jr. has been getting most of the praise. I haven't heard a lot about Jack Bech, but I do believe that he's still going to be a solid weapon for us in the receiving game, and that's why I'm really excited to see training camp, heck, even preseason, just to see these 2 match up and see who really comes out going into the season. One thing's for sure though, I don't think the Raiders have anything to worry about when it comes to the receiving core. But Jack Bech, I'm really excited to see what he can do in the silver and black, especially when we get to see him during training camp. With that said though, some not so good news came out today. According to Adam Schefter, he broke the news this morning saying that the Raiders placed defensive tackle Christian Wilkins on the physically unable to perform list, as Wilkins is recovering from a foot surgery. He's been making sound progress recently. Now, I know that fans could take this one of 2 ways. Either you're in the boat of Christian Wilkins might need surgery and could miss the entire season, which would be a huge loss for this Raiders, especially on the defensive line. Or you're on the other side where this is not that big of a deal. He just needs to heal up and he'll be ready once week 1 starts. Now, if he's not cleared by week 1, or if he's not taken off the PUP list by week 1, he's going to be automatically missing the first 4 weeks of the season, which if he does miss the first 4 weeks and he's able to come back after that, then I don't think that it's a huge loss for this team. One thing's for sure, this has been an ongoing thing throughout the whole offseason. As of right now, it seems like he's going to be missing the majority of training camp, but we'll have to wait and see how the weeks go on, because he could possibly get better. Maybe he's not going to get surgery and he's just going to let it heal and he's just going to play on it once the season does start. I know Pete Carroll kind of talked about this a little bit earlier in the offseason, saying that this whole process has been challenging between Christian Wilkins trying to get back onto the field.
Yeah, this has been difficult recovery, and he's done everything he needs to do. He's been here every day. He's here early, working hard, but we're still working it, and he's not ready to get back out. And you know, we're in the midst of a long, challenging process here. So, fortunately, there's a lot of time, and we're going to take every bit of it. We've really tried to be really diligent about the way we've worked it, the way we've monitored it, and all of that. And he's been on board the whole time. So, but it has been challenging.
But Wilkins has been dealing with this ever since last October when he did get injured. Now, he has been placed in and out of a walking boot throughout the whole offseason, but we'll wait and see on how he recovers once the season does start. One thing's for sure though, if he's not ready to go, this is going to be a huge opportunity for somebody like Tyree Wilson, who I expect to be pushed inside and play defensive tackle to start off the season, and other guys like Jonah Laulu and even Adam Butler, and the 2 rookies that we did bring in with Tonka Hemingway and JJ Pegues. There's a lot of depth on the defensive line, and a lot of these guys are going to get an opportunity to step up in Wilkins' absence. So with that being said, Raider Nation, do you guys believe that this is a big deal, or is it not a big deal? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Now let's talk about our former franchise quarterback, Derek Carr. Now, recently he was in Tahoe for a whole golf tournament or whatnot. I don't really know too much about it, but he was out there enjoying his retirement, having a good time, and he was interviewed a couple of times by a lot of different people on how retirement has been so far, but also what he thinks about the 2025 Raiders. And he basically praised Pete Carroll, talked highly about the run game with Ashton Jeanty, and also showed a lot of love to our starting quarterback as of right now, Geno Smith, saying that he hopes that Geno Smith does a great job and breaks all his records, which I highly doubt will happen. But if he does, that means that Geno Smith is doing a good job.
Well, I love Pete Carroll. I've always loved him, always admired him from afar. His guys play super aggressive, super fast on defense. They're simple, but they play fast and they fly around and they run to the football. On offense, they're going to run the football, obviously, with their draft pick. Running the football will hopefully alleviate some pressure for Geno, and Geno can go out there and do what he does and be accurate. He's a crazy accurate passer. I've always been a great big fan of his, always had a good relationship with him, so I'm rooting for Geno. Hope he breaks all my records. Hope he has the greatest career and time with the Raiders, because that's what you want, is you want to leave a legacy, and then you hope that someone else can come in and try and break it, try and top it, and that's what I'm rooting for him.
Now, no matter what side you're on about Derek Carr and how you feel about Derek Carr, one thing's for sure, once a Raider, always a Raider. It's good to hear that he's speaking highly of the team, and even hearing that he talked to Mark and he's looking forward to getting back into the stadium to just enjoy the game.
Well, I've already talked to Mr. Davis. We've already talked. He's already called me after this tournament, obviously talk and figure out what that looks like and when that looks like. But I can't wait to get back to a Raider game and get down there on the sideline and see the fans again.
It's really fun to hear, and actually it's exciting. Hopefully we get to see him at the stadium sometime soon. Hopefully I run into him at the stadium. I mean, there's fans out there that wouldn't mind having him on the sidelines, as a backup quarterback, at least for this team. I think we could use it. I don't think that he would be a bad option, but I doubt that he'd want to come back to the game of football because he's already called it quits. That being said though, man, there's going to be a lot of expectations on this team moving forward. There's been a lot of praise towards this 2025 regime with Pete Carroll, with John Spicek, with Ashton Jeanty coming over here, with Geno Smith, that the Raiders have to back it all up by going out there the season and competing every single game and winning games to possibly get into the playoffs. All that being said though, Raiders football is back, baby. How are you guys feeling about this? Are you guys going to be going to training camp? I'll be out at training camp a couple of the days. I'll be at open practice at Allegiant Stadium as well. So if you guys see me out there, I might be vlogging, catching some content. Come say what's up, take a picture. I love meeting you guys wherever it may be, man. It just shows that you guys constantly support, and it shows that I'm doing something right out here. Until the next video though, this is your boy Simone Raider, and your boy is, yeah.